So, okay, a million tokens. That's not a waitlist anymore. Opus 4.6 and Sonnet 4.6 just went live with the full window. And if you're on a max plan, your session's already changed, whether you realized it or not. Okay, so if you've been using Claude Code for any real amount of time, you know this feeling. You're deep into a session, like really deep. Claude's been reading your files, it gets your architecture, you've got this whole thing going where you and the agent are just vibing, building, and then, and you probably already know what I'm about to say, compaction hits. That moment where Claude goes, okay, I'm running out of room. Let me just summarize what I know and toss the rest. And suddenly, the agent that understood your entire code base is working off Cliff Notes. The decision you made earlier about that view model structure, gone. That edge case you specifically flagged, gone. And you're sitting there like, dude, we literally just talked about this. And look, not gonna lie, I've lost real time to this, not because Claude made a bad call, but because it made a call based on a compressed version of a conversation that used to have everything it needed. And here's the thing that really gets me. You don't always notice right away. It's not a crash. It's more like a slow drift. The agent starts doing things that are, you know, fine, technically fine, but not aligned with where you'd been heading. And by the time you catch it, you've already committed code that contradicts decisions from earlier in the same session. You ever had that? Where you look at a diff and go, wait, why did it do this? And then you realize, oh, it forgot. That's not a bug. That's compaction. So here's what just happened. Opus 4.6 and Sonnet 4.6 now have the full million token context window, generally available, no beta flag, no opt-in. And for Claude Code on Max, Team Enterprise, it's just on. Your sessions hold more, way more. And the compaction events that used to gut your context mid-feature, massively reduced. And I think, actually, no, I don't care what anyone says. This is the single biggest quality of life improvement for Claude Code users this year. And nobody's framing it that way because compaction wasn't just annoying, like it was actively changing what you could build in a single session. You'd subconsciously keep things shorter, avoid loading extra reference files, keep the conversation tight, not because you wanted to, but because you knew the more you fed in, the sooner that wall would hit. And now, that wall just moved way, way back. I'm not going to say it's gone. If you're running some genuinely massive session, physics still exists. But for how most solo devs actually work, yeah, it's different now. Just real quick, I'm Daniel. Been deep in the iOS world for over 8 years at this point. Started out freelancing, bouncing between client projects, doing the whole thing. And then Dub 25 hit and something just clicked. Went all in on solo. Since then, I've crafted over 15 of my own apps, all Swift UI, all shipped in public. And honestly, right now, all my energy goes into making this solo studio into something that actually lasts, not cranking out quick MVPs, not flooding things with AI slop, real apps that hold up and scale. And all of that, every system, every .md file, every workflow, it lives on Crafter's Lab, my actual home base, not a tutorial graveyard, not an AI clone farm. It's for solo devs who treat AI like a real teammate, not like a vending machine you press and pray. If you care about the craft and want to build things that actually matter, you'll feel right at home. And yeah, if you're still on Patreon, genuinely, thank you. But heads up, everything's moved to crafterslab.dev. That's where the crew is now. Come build with us. So here's where this stops being news and starts being practical, because the context window isn't just about loading more files. It's about running more tools. And I don't think most people have connected these dots yet. So I run MCPs, Notion MCP, Xcode MCP, Astro MCP, and every time one of those tools fires, it feeds context back into the session. The Notion MCP pulls my project tasks, my progress, my PRD, my session notes. The Xcode MCP gives build logs, preview results, error traces, And every single one of those responses takes up space in the context window. Before this, they were all competing. You'd fire a Notion query to check your task list. The Xcode MCP would pull build output, and suddenly your agents burned through a chunk of context just on tool responses before you even started coding. So you'd limit yourself. Maybe run one MCP. Maybe skip the Notion pull because you can just tell Claude what the task is. And yeah, that works, but it's not the same as the agent seeing your actual system. And here's where this gets personal, because Notion is my command center. Everything runs through it. Every app I'm building has a project page, tasks, docs, prompts, session notes, user feedback, all in one place. And when Claude Code connects to that through MCP, it's not just reading a file I wrote. It's seeing my live project state, what's done, what's in progress, what's blocked, the actual PRD, the actual architecture doc, not a summary I typed into the chat, the real thing pulled straight from where I track it. And that changes the conversation completely, because now I can say, check the project, see what's next. And Claude reads my Notion, sees the task board, picks up the current feature, reads the related docs, and starts working with full context on where the project actually stands. Not where I remember it standing, not my summary of it, the actual state. And with 1 million tokens, the MCP responses from Notion and the code base and the Xcode build output and the conversation itself, it all fits. It's not competing anymore. And honestly, this is the part I keep thinking about, because most solo devs run their AI agent in a bubble. Claude sees your code, maybe your .md files, but it doesn't see your project management. It doesn't see your task list, your priorities, your progress. It's coding blind to everything that isn't a source file. But if you run Notion as your command center and you connect it through MCP, your agent suddenly sees the whole operation, not just the code, the project, the plan, the status of everything. And with this context window, there's finally room for all of it to coexist in one session. And look, I'm not saying you need my exact setup, but I genuinely think the solo devs who wire their project management into their coding agent are going to have a massive edge over the ones who keep treating Claude Code as a standalone tool. The agent needs to see your system, not just your source files. And now it can. That's the unlock nobody's talking about. And this is, for what it's worth, the part that I keep chewing on. Because the 1 million tokens, that's the headline. But the pricing change underneath it, that's the real move. So before this, there was a premium for long context. You use more of the window, you pay more per token. And look, I never once sat down and did the math. I don't think you did either. But here's what's wild. It still changed your behavior. You'd hesitate before loading that extra file. You'd skip adding your full PRD because Claude probably doesn't need the whole thing, right? You'd summarize stuff yourself instead of just dumping in the raw doc. And before you know it, you're doing the compaction manually. You, a human being, are pre-chewing information for your AI agent to save context space that you're paying extra for. Come on, that's backwards. And Anthropic knows it. That's why they killed the premium. Same rate across the entire window now. Doesn't matter if you send a tiny request or you fill the whole thing. Same per token price. No multiplier. And I think, actually, wait, hold on. Is this just Anthropic being generous? Nah, no way. I think they looked at usage data and went, oh, people are self-limiting. They're not using the context we gave them because it costs more to actually use it. An underutilized context means worse outputs, which means people blame the model instead of their own behavior. So removing the premium isn't charity, it's strategy. Really smart strategy, actually. But here's where it gets interesting for solo devs specifically. The media limit went up too, way up. So now you're not just loading code. You can load your Figma exports, your App Store screenshots, your PDF documentation, all alongside the full source tree. And for a solo dev who's also the designer, the PM, and the QA team, That means your agent can now see artifacts from every role you play, not just the code, the full picture. And I keep going back and forth on this, but I genuinely think this widens the gap between Claude Code and everything else right now. Not because of the model. The models are all converging, honestly, but the ecosystem around it, the harness, the .md files, the MCP connections, the session architecture, and now a context window big enough to actually use all of it at once without running out of room. Every piece compounds on the others, and I don't think the competition has that stack yet, not like this. I'm not fully sure where that leaves things. Part of me thinks you should stay flexible, keep testing everything, but the other part, the part that actually ships apps, knows that depth beats breadth every time. And right now, Anthropic is making it really, really easy to go deep. So if your outputs have been mid, maybe it's not the model, maybe it's what you've been feeding it, and maybe it's time to stop rationing and start loading. I don't know. Sit with that one. So, yeah, if you're still here, honestly, you're a legend. And here's what I keep circling back to. Anthropic didn't drop some flashy feature with a demo reel. They basically just made the window bigger, the price flat, and the media limit way higher, and said, here, use it. And I think that kind of quiet infrastructure move matters more for solo devs than most of the splashy stuff we see every week, because this doesn't change what Claude can do. It changes how much of your world Claude can see while it does it. And if you've been building harness files and .md workflows, this is where all that investment starts compounding. I'm already rethinking my setup. And honestly, I think every solo dev running Claude Code should be too. And, if you want to see exactly how I set up my sessions, my .md files, the full harness system that makes all this context actually useful instead of noise, that's all on crafterslab.dev. It's not some tutorial dump, not another AI content factory. It's genuinely my home base, built for solo devs who care about doing this right, like a real teammate setup, not a parlor trick. Inside, you get full video walkthroughs, paired with real downloadable resources, stuff you can grab and drop into your workflow today, Claude Code skills, AI workflow breakdowns, the actual files from shipping projects, and the crews in there going back and forth in the comments, sharing setups, asking follow-ups, figuring things out together. It's a real conversation, not a one-way content feed you scroll past and forget. But the depth, the real depth, is in the Notion team spaces. My playbook has every app I'm actively building, all the .md files, the prompts, the PRDs, the session notes, live, messy, unfiltered. You see how the work actually happens, not some polished version of it. And SwiftBrain is in there too, a curated Swift UI knowledge vault packed with deep dive keynotes and private event content that's genuinely not sitting in any public training data. Real code I use to shape how my agents think and operate. And then Ops Lab, all my AI agent instructions, Notion templates, workflows, automations, ready for you to copy, tear apart, and rebuild for your own stack. The whole point is keeping your indie dev toolkit connected so you're not building alone, even when it's just you and a blinking cursor. So yeah, crew's still small, still very hands-on. If you want in before things scale up and the prices start moving, this is kind of the window. It honestly feels more like a behind-the-scenes dev lounge than anything else. Would love to have you building in there. Keep crafting, keep loading, and don't let a small window hold back a big app. Peace.